A Day in the Park by Leanne Little. Copyright 2010. I was in a gorgeous park. There were clearings and trees nearly as far as the eye could see, with the faint view of skyscrapers in the background. I suppose it might have been Central Park, but with never having been there, I couldn't be sure. The day started out relaxing enough. A long walk, stopping for lunch at a little hot dog cart, and feeding ducks at the pond. It wasn't until day turned to night that things turned nasty. Just after the sky changed to a brilliant red as the sun set, I was making my way through the remaining crowd to the edge of the park. The plan was to get to the small grandfather clock on the north side of the park, then go home from there. I sighed. Even here, there were so many people. It was taking so much longer than it needed to. I'm going to take a shortcut, I thought. I cut away from the group and jogged through the trees. I was more than halfway to the clock when a twig snapped loudly and made me skid to a stop. It was a sound I hadn't heard often, and before I even saw what caused it, I was afraid and running off. Running away wasn't the best idea. I was followed. The footsteps were much heavier than my own and much stronger, faster. I was hit from behind and I fell in a heap to the ground where my arm snapped, making a noise much like the twig had, only much more painfully. I howled with agony, though I noticed that my attacker was not like I had expected. He was extremely well kept. Nice haircut, expensive suit, very clean. Not dirty and unkempt at all. "Oksana, you're late! Your mother's furious. Come on." My friend Waylon hauled me to my feet and pulled me towards the clock. "Waylon, I was on my way there. You didn't have to tackle me. It hurts, you know." I was still whining and yelling at him by the time we reached the clock. Once there, I did quiet, but only because once the clock rang on the hour, the scenery began to shiver. We both reached out and rested a fingertip on the side of the clock and waited. In moments, the entire park had shimmered out of sight and was replaced by a large, bland room with gray walls. Waylon took me by the hand and guided me out of the room toward the nurse's office. "Honestly, Oksana, you're the only person I know who can actually hurt themselves in a hologram program.